All right, YouTube. Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for another podcast, CarCast. Talking Auburn football, go ahead and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. A lot of rhetoric, man. A lot of doom and gloom as far as Bryan Harsin is concerned, especially considering the ending of the 2021 season and the investigation that took place during the spring that brutally interrupted Auburn's epic run as far as basketball goes. I mean, everything was at a standstill. And folks can say what they want. We love the basketball team, but Bryan Harsin's status actually took a front seat to all of that, which let me further know, which was what I was trying to tell the Auburn fan base, that yeah, you like Auburn basketball, but if something's going on with the Auburn football team, that takes the front seat. And you can get on here and you can unsubscribe to me if you want to, and you can tell me otherwise. To think so, she is naive to think that Auburn football is not the first love of the Auburn fan base. I will be honest with you, and I'm not going to sunshine pump with you guys tonight and tell you that just try this on for your mental size. Don't be overly judgmental. There is a position to where the fans would rather win the SEC West. This is just my argument. Win the SEC West in football than to have ultimate success in basketball. Auburn basketball team had a great run. Ultimately had a very bad situation in the second round, which I figured would happen. I didn't think Miami would win by such a large margin. But you guys care about football, man. Even the videos that I post, if it's about anything other than Auburn basketball, Auburn football, y'all ain't watching. Okay, so with Bryan Harsin, just like every SEC coach in the league is on the imaginary hot seat. Bryan Harsin, year one, 6-7. Well, you know why he's on the hot seat? It's the same reason why Auburn fans and the way that they support Auburn. Coming into the season, Auburn fans don't know. Auburn doesn't have this guaranteed recruiting class like your Georgias and your Alabamas and your LSUs of the world, to where you can kind of predict, okay, at worst, Alabama and Georgia is going to go to a New Year's Six Bowl. You can predict that. Why? Because they recruit well. It's easy to recruit at Georgia. It's nothing around them. They murder the ACC as far as recruiting goes. So there you have it. Alabama pretty much owns their portion, and then everybody has to pick up the pieces. Now Texas A&M, because they're in a kind of an outlier in the SEC, and because the kids in Texas want the opportunity to maybe play in the SEC. I mean, you know, we can ride that train too. The bottom line is Auburn is a team that's kind of in the middle. They have to get what they get in a lot of cases. High-end 4 stars. Maybe get a 5-star recruit here and there. But pretty much it's going to take development and really good coaching to get the Auburn players on the next level. But Bryan Harsin can't do it by himself. The names you hear, Bryan Harsin, Bryan Harsin, Bryan Harsin. If Bryan Harsin doesn't do it, he's all of that stuff. What you got to know about organizational leadership is that you have a supporting cast. You have defensive coordinators, you have offensive coordinators, You have all of these different coaches that will help you to the next level. Okay, guys, let me know what you think about this video as far as, can we eliminate Bryan Harsin being the only head on the chopping block? Because, yes, Bryan Harsin is the head coach. There are a lot of livelihoods at stake based on the performance of this team. And it's not just Bryan Harsin. There are guys who have accepted the position with the prospect of being successful. And they're banking on the success of these football players to be able to maintain their livelihoods. So let's get off this whole "it's all on Bryan Harsin" train. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.